hearing and listening. Okay, two separate words with very different meanings. They may not really seem like they're different, but they are. What I have found in my career as a manager, especially as a manager and an advocate for artists and whatnot, is that some people, I'm not going to generalize, but some people hear, they have the audio skills to hear what your voice, they hear your voice, they hear the words you're saying, but they're not listening to the meaning of the words. So they're hearing but not listening. Hearing the audio sounds, the words pronounced, but they're not listening. Now, this can be broken down. They may not be listening to what you're saying, but they're hearing your mouth go on and on and on. I get this a lot on the phone. I'll be talking quite explicitly and then I can tell the person isn't listening. Or, number two, they're hearing the sounds of your voice and hearing the words, but they're not getting the sentence structure and therefore they lose interest. They don't listen to the meaning of what you're saying. Or, number three, they're just flat out not listening to you. Now, this is a big problem. Let's go from my standpoint, because I can probably relate this best as someone who represents people. They come to me, they want help. And I tell them the best management you can get is one that's a two-way street. The artist or the person being represented, and this could be, again, I use the baseball equivalent, it could be a player that has an agent. Both come into play. It's a two-way street. One is only as good as the other. The artist is no good without the manager. The manager is absolutely no good without the artist. Same goes for sports and just about anything. A literary agent, for example. It's a marriage, and it has to be a good one. And some of the best marriages are this next thing I'm going to say. They both need each other. They both need what the other has. Those are the best marriages. And I don't mean it in a facetious way or in a using type of way. Like the husband uses the wife because she does the laundry and the cooking and the cleaning. Or the wife uses the husband because he, brings home fast cars and a big paycheck. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about relationships that need each other, that help one another, that use the talents of the others to improve what they've already brought to the table. Much like what a soloist and a conductor should be doing in a great concerto performance, a collaboration. What's the conductor bringing to the table? The soloist is obviously bringing the solo part to the table, but is the conductor just following or is he contributing? Again, camaraderie. Again, agreement. Again, collaboration. People talk about collaborative artists. Every artist is a collaborative artist. Even if you're giving a solo recital, you're collaborating with what? The hall and the audience. It's all there. So getting back to the original subject, you have to somehow bring something to the table, okay? It has to be collaborative. You can't just do your thing and be divorced from the other person. In this case, we were talking about manager and artist, or agent and ball player. The agent is supposed to look for opportunities for the ball player, okay? Tryouts for, the New York Yankees or whatnot. A lot of artists and players, they say, management, it's got a bad connotation. That's why I actually called Price Rubin for a while Artist Representation Services, until I found out from search engine optimization people that the key phrase for lookups in Google and Bing and Yahoo was artist management in New York or in San Francisco. So management has it's like a bad word. It has there's a bad taste in the artist's mouth because he doesn't like management. Because management usually means do nothing. So the most important thing here to learn is you've got to work with the other people. You've got to be collaborative. You've got to get along. There's no point in cutting each other down. Work together. Sort of like politics. Everybody's screaming, mad at each other. Here's an important axiom. We have more in common as human beings than we do differences.